is me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm sewing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm sewing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face, stay in your place, play your position, become my intuition, go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it, here comes respect, his crew's your crew, or they might be next, look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them, I mean loyalty, niggas bought me milks at lunch, the milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts to how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. They come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Become my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. Stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch, the milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80. was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this spelling is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm sewing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches at my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10, I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections, drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately, Frank the deputy quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer, while we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? Huh? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 lunch, 80 long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88. I had enough heart for most of them, long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer.
Okay. What is going on, guys? What is going on? Okay. I apologize. We are 31 minutes into the stream.
It's just starting to work
Yes.
because audio problems.
Yes. We have audio. We're experiencing audio problems, so I apologize if Sir K. Let me see.
Sounds like shit.
Okay. Yeah. So you sound good. I think you'll just have to talk up at the very most. So,
Alrighty.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yes, I apologize. Sir K just got his new computer, his new PC. So we're dealing with pretty much
Shit.
any problems that you have just setting a new PC up. I had the same problems when I first got this one, so it is what it is. But we're definitely gonna get it down pat and everything. But for now, we're just gonna use the mic off of his camera. So yes, I apologize. We're 32 minutes into the stream. Like I said, we got a lot of shit to go over here. It's okay, man. It happens. It happens. But yeah, man. Yes, if this is your first time watching, man, and you guys do not know how this show works, every Monday we're on here with Notorious Unscripted, and every Friday we are on here with the news, man. Speaking about this Monday, man, if you guys did miss this past Monday's edition of Unscripted, the AEW problem with them not having a trios titles yet, you can now watch that on all platforms: Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. If you want to see it first, join us right here on YouTube, man. And 10 o'clock, directly after Monday Night Raw, join us here live every Monday. But yes, if you guys did miss that, you can now watch that on all platforms, man. So with that, if this is your first time watching and you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious Heels Podcast, I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show. And before I ask Sir K how he's doing, if you guys did not get the merch yet, as you can see on the screen, officially on bonfire.com is the official merchandise for the Notorious Heels Podcast. On the left, you have the base logo design, and on the right, you have the Riddler-inspired, the best-kept secrets to the IWC shirt, man. So if you guys did not get those, the link is in the description of this video. And if you follow my to all my social medias, it is on my link tree as well. And with that, how are you doing, man? And as for the other half of the show, we got my man Sir K. How's it going, bro?
It's going good, man. It's going good. Got the computer, obviously. Been working great. Weird audio problems. Won't let me use headphones with the mic at the same time. Gotta figure that shit out. But other than that, man, I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Great day. Normal as hell. Got the computer, like I said. Pretty cool day, man. Pretty cool day, man. But what about you, man? How have you been?
Yeah, bro, I'm good, man. I'm good. Just chilling. Just chilling. Just kind of just waiting to get all this stuff. Waiting to get all this stuff, man. And next week should be pretty fun. Excited about Doctor Strange tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, man. Yeah, I'm just yeah, man. Just waiting for tomorrow, man. And things should kind of get busy after that. Month of May's pretty busy month. So yeah, that's pretty much about it, man. That's pretty much about it. But yeah, it's pretty pretty chill, bro. Pretty chill. But also, Durante, I know you asked probably like 30 minutes ago, how is life and how's the family doing, bro? The family's good. Family's good, bro. Family's good as always, man. And life is good, bro. And what about you, man? What about you?
Definitely, man. Definitely. Family's great, man. Family's great. Hey, how are you guys? How about you guys?
Oh yeah, man. So we're gonna start this off with something you see in the title and thumbnail. Well, not in the title, but in the thumbnail. Stu Grayson. Stu Grayson, man. Dark Order's Stu Grayson. His AEW contract expires. Earlier this week, fans noticed that along with Jack Evans and Joey Janela, Stu Grayson's profile had been removed from AllEliteWrestling.com, despite no reports emerging that Grayson had left AEW, Fightful Select have now provided an update on the situation. Per Fightful, Stu Grayson's AEW contract has expired, meaning he is now a free agent. Grayson had been offered a new deal by AEW, who wanted to keep him. However, terms were not reached by the time his contract expired. The belief is that the door is not closed on a potential return. Man. And then, literally,
Okay.
right as we went on, Stu Grayson tweeted out, update, on April 30th, my contract with AEW expired. The best of luck to everyone working for AEW, our great production and medical team, and of course every man and woman who steps into that ring. And to my Dark Order family, I hope the world will soon see what you are truly capable of.
Dang.
Damn. It boggles my mind how Stu Grayson is gone from AEW. Meanwhile, there are people like Tony Nese still on the roster and
Exactly.
Jake Atlas. I mean,
Yeah.
why are these people here, but for whatever reason you can't come to terms with Stu Grayson on a contract? I mean, I could see if he was asking for an absurd amount of money, but we don't really know what he was asking for at this particular time, man. But bad move, bro. Bad move. I don't like seeing Stu Grayson gone from AEW, but, and you were just saying this before we went on, bro, like, this is probably how the Dark Order is going to end up breaking up, is just because people leaving the company, because the group just refused to change. The group refused to add a fresh coat of paint to the group, if you will, man, and it costed them in the long run, man. It costed them in the long run, because the group became stale, and now Stu Grayson, and it's so ridiculous what his AEW run amounted to, because AEW gave Uno and Grayson little to no time in the ring. I mean,
exactly. In the beginning, they did. But the second Silver and Reynolds came along, they didn't get TV time.
No, not at all, bro. Not at all. It's like, and I mean, Silver and Reynolds are a very good tag team, but you know, when you have a team like Uno and Grayson, who are, you know, by far the superior team, and the only thing I genuinely remember from their AEW run is, I remember during the earlier days of the Bucks title run, I remember them challenging the Bucks for the titles on an episode of Dynamite, and I remember it being a fantastic match, and I remember everybody saying, like, yo, you got to give these guys more TV time, and that is the last real, you know, thing I remember the group doing. You know?
It sucks to see him. Now I'm thinking about it, man. Like, when that shit he said on BTE, that shit was 100% a shoot.
100%. Oh yeah, you
He
could
was
tell.
popping off.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Bro. That sucks, man. I don't know how they fail. Well, failure on both sides, really, because it's a common thing in the business. We've come to learn the fear of change will destroy you. Cody, when turn heel, when change, had left the company.
Yep.
And the Dark Order refused to evolve. They're gonna all slowly depart or leave the company. So it's just a matter of, when you're not willing to evolve or change, you're not gonna make it, man. No one's that good to where you don't never have to change. Even the greats have to change every once in a while. If you're scared of it, you just gotta do it, man. Come on. Brody would be so disappointed in everybody seeing this right now.
He would. He would. Yeah, totally. Totally, bro.
Like, come on, man. And you employ all these random people. You can't keep Stu Grayson. Like, come on, bro. We don't need fucking who the hell is employed? Like you said, Tony Nese,
Jake
Jake
Atlas,
Atlas, fucking who's
Matt
dark?
Seidel.
Yeah, Matt Seidel, Mike Seidel. I think he's technically employed. Fucking,
I think his was a one-off. I think.
oh, okay.
I think.
Like, there's so. I don't care what people say. Anthony Gogo. What the fuck is his, what the fuck is the Nightmare Family? Who's
Bro,
that one big dude in it?
Nick
Nick
Camarado. The only one that shows any promise of anything in that group is Aaron Solo.
That's it. He's really not that good.
Yeah, he's the only one that's, you know, could be a decent mid-carder if he keeps developing. But other than him, there's nothing to that group, man. There's nothing to that group, you know?
Like, I could go down a list of all AEW roster and give people I don't think are worth a renewable contract. I could give a good list of names. And Stu Grayson would not be one of those names.
I'd give up Silver and Reynolds before I let Stu Grayson go.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Uno and Stu and Uno are the Dark Order. They were the literal two original. Everyone else was added onto them, and they became the odd ones out because of bad booking. Come on, bro. Come on.
It doesn't make any sense, bro. It doesn't make any sense why somebody like him is done with the company, and you have all these people that are doing nothing. And it's a shame that nobody ever wanted to take the steps to evolve this fucking group.
No one did.
It's true. It's a shame. It's a shame, man, how once Brody was gone, he took all the seriousness of the group with him.
Yep.
And, you know, it kind of just overtook, you know, because Uno and Stu were still, you know, serious guys even when Brody was there. But it's like when he was gone, it's like all the comedy just overtook them too, and they just fell right into what Silver and Reynolds were doing.
Exactly. Everything Silver and Reynolds did became the Dark Order, and it was just comedy. When you do just comedy, it don't work.
Yeah, John Silver is not funny without Brody Lee.
He's not.
With Brody Lee, he's hilarious. He is absolutely hilarious because he's the dork. He's the immature one in the group. But without the commander, or the captain, I guess, to treat him like shit and try to, you know, make a man out of him, he's not that funny. And you can tell.
No, really
Johnny Hungy, like,
how
is that shit? Honestly, bro, how is that? It's not funny, bro. It's not. It's not really funny without Brody Lee. It really isn't. They had to have seen this coming, bro, and the fact that nobody caught it, or not that nobody caught it, but the fact that nobody cared enough to try to want to do anything about it.
Exactly.
It shows, man, and now Stu Grayson's gone from the company in a complete waste of a tag team run that was him and Evil Uno. And they're a fantastic fucking tag team. I would have put the titles on them before I looked at putting the titles on the Lucha Bros. I would have.
100%.
Or what other tag team? I would have. No, not at that point. They didn't have Brody Lee yet, so I wouldn't have made them the inaugural champions. But
they definitely should end up being champions at one point. By now.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, man. It's ridiculous. It really is. And now Stu Grayson is gone, so the Dark Order just needs to be done. It just needs to be done. The only storyline I'm interested in seeing from the Dark Order at this point is seeing Brody Lee Jr. eventually want to make his own Dark Order. I think that'd be a cool ass story to tell, and make it a serious group with intimidating, serious individuals in it, not a bunch of fucking jokes. You know,
Exactly, man.
it's just how it is. That is, at this point, man, that is the only storyline I'm truly interested in seeing out of the Dark Order. And that storyline just so happens to be a good 10 years away. So it is what it is.
It's sad to say that the one that most evolved since Brody's passing was fucking 5. Yeah, 5. And that's only because he actually became a person because of Guevara's vlogs.
Yeah.
I don't even associate his ass with the Dark Order anymore.
I don't either, to be honest.
No, who does? He's not 5, he's Alan Angels, just the dude in the vlogs that Sammy's friend.
Exactly,
Might as well
bro.
have Sammy give his own group and have Alan Angels be in that group. Probably gonna happen.
Yeah, and Angels as well too. Every time we see him in the ring as well, he's fucking phenomenal.
Exactly.
He's phenomenal.
They're all
you know?
great. They're all great in the ring.
Exactly, bro. It's just a matter of the group evolving, man, and nobody ever cared enough to see the problem in it. And now the group is not whole anymore. And it never will be unless he's back in the company.
But I doubt it for a while. It sucks.
Yep. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Man, let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about this. AEW and New Japan. Forbidden Door. Ladies and gentlemen. You can see it on your fucking screen. Forbidden Door. United Center. Sunday, June 26th. Look, man. If any of you guys... And by the way, that merch stand better go absolutely insane, because I definitely want one of those Doctor Strange portal shirts. You just seen it on your screen. Look, man, if any of you guys are going to Forbidden Door, we will hit us up, bruh. We'll be there, bruh. I think we'll be sitting in section 121. So if you guys are sitting around us, man, come say what's up. I don't know if any of you guys are going, bruh. But you can find me and Sir K there. Absolutely, bro. We got our tickets yesterday. Bro, have you seen what those tickets are going for on resale right now?
I saw 2K. I saw close to 3K, bro. Hell nah, bro. Those scalpers are nuts, man. They are their minds.
Nosebleed tickets were $400.
Damn. The fuck? That ain't right, bro. That don't make sense. That do not make sense at all. And I just noticed from the fucking image you just showed of Forbidden Door, the show starts at 6.
It does. Yeah, it says showtime at 6.
That's nice, bro. That's nice. That's a good time to start it. Thank God.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, bro. They, AEW and New Japan have sold out the pre-sale, and I mean, I might not have looked at all of them. Let me go on this really quick, actually. So, I believe they sold, maybe not sold out, but they sold all of these tickets I'm seeing on Ticketmaster are resale tickets. So I genuinely think they sold this thing out, because oh my god, these tickets that aren't on resale are official platinum tickets, and the cheapest one is $1,030.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man. And these resale tickets, at the cheapest you could get a nosebleed for $75. And that's a nosebleed. So, You know, I mean, the United Center is a good arena, so there's not really a seat in the house that's bad, but the 300 level, it was probably the exception. 200 level's not bad at all. 100 level's not bad at all. I'm sure the lower half of the 300 section probably isn't that bad. But
it's like on the wall. Hell no, bro.
and man,
some damn ants.
I was on Ticketmaster yesterday during the pre-sale trying to get the tickets, bro, and we paid a pretty decent price. We paid a decent price, not nowhere near no $400, $300, but we paid a decent amount for a pay-per-view. And man, those tickets were when I first went into Ticketmaster and I was looking through them, none of the tickets were moving. I was like, "Oh shit, all right, cool." Bruh, give it like 30 seconds, those tickets started flying like hotcakes, bro. But
Go.
I was a little worried that I may have gotten some shitty tickets, but because we got row 15 of the section 120 something, 121 or 122. I think it was 121, and that's the same section we sat for Rampage when Punk came back. So I was like, damn, because I honestly thought we had like row 4 of the section 120, 121. We were actually sitting row 8, and we're sitting row 15 now, so it's not that far back, and we will have a wider view. And I'm telling you, bro, as long as you're in 100 level, you are in the mix of things, bro. You are in the shit. Because I feel like if you got 300 level, you'd I feel like you'd be kind of just looking down at everybody having a blast. But if you're in 100 level, bro, you're in the mix, bro.
You're in the prime. That's the prime area to be in, man. That really is. Plus, our area of 100 is right where they walk past to go back into Gorilla.
Right.
What the fuck they call Gorilla. So, and they greet us, which is dope, man. That's gonna be dope, man. I can't wait for that damn show. Can't wait to see the set.
I'm so hyped for the set. But man, all these fucking people, AEW's not gonna sell this out. Guarantee you, every ticket in that was sold, because most of the ones on Ticketmaster, like I was just looking at for you guys, are resale. So that means scalpers, pretty much.
God damn, that shit sold the fuck out.
That thing sold out, bro. TK could this man could probably generate a stadium for All In too, or All Out, whatever they want to call it.
I can see it.
Or at least a baseball park. And
baseball park, definitely. That would go crazy.
That would go crazy, bro. We got 2 of them, so if you want to bring that to us, man, look, I don't mind. I don't mind.
Exactly. Come do it, bro. All In's the only slot out of the year you can do it. Come do it.
Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, man, but the pre-sale...
You try that shit in the fucking Revolution or Double or Nothing time, you're gonna be freezing.
WrestleTix on Twitter said this was about the pre-sale yesterday. This one is an instant sellout. Stay tuned as more sections. Stay tuned as there are some sections they're holding back. Could go up for seats on the general public sale, which was this morning. As of now, the setup will be in the neighborhood of 15,000. Unless they expand the map and open limited view seats. Yeah, man. So 14,000 seats. You gotta also count the seats on the floor. Looking a decent amount, bruh.
You're looking at a real decent amount. It's people always count. It's really not determined if it's the highest or the biggest or like the second biggest, but it's in the top 2 contenders for biggest stadium in the U.S. Well, not stadium, biggest arena in the U.S.
Yeah.
And sold it out, and 20,000 plus in the waiting room for the pre-sale tickets, bro. Come on. Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
that's wild, bro. That's wild, man. Because they have the same amount of seats here as, when Punk came back. So
Mm-hmm.
they um they drew 20,000 for Punk. So you got 14,000 seats plus the things on the plus the seats on the floor itself. So
Exactly,
we're
bro.
looking at another 20,000 seat event. And if this continues to sell, I wouldn't doubt if they did what they did for Grand Slam and opened up the seats behind the stage. Um,
They should, bro. They'll make extra bank.
yeah, yeah, because people will buy them, bro. Because people just want to be there.
Exactly. People just want to be around. So, people are going to buy them.
But AEW, who many people had said that they weren't going to sell this event out, sold this bitch out with ease. In under 40 minutes, the pre-sale 20,000 deep. I've heard stories that there were crowds downtown on Madison Street at the United Center at the physical box office. I heard there was a huge crowd out there. So,
God damn.
yeah, man. I mean, I don't know who the hell's going to the physical box office to get tickets nowadays, but that's beyond me.
But
Yeah, that's beyond me.
But right next to it, why not?
Right. Yeah, but they sold this thing out, man, in under 40 minutes. They sold out the pre-sale.
Fuck. God damn.
Yeah. Absolutely insane, bro. Absolutely insane. But yeah, bro, if any of you guys are going there, man, we will be there. So, hey, man, do not hesitate to say what's up, man. We would love to say what's up to some of you guys, bro. But yeah, man, if any of you guys are going, bro, let us know, man. Let us know. Absolutely. Oh, this is another piece of news for the AEW haters. New AEW show is coming to TBS. Ladies and gentlemen, I thought they were gonna get booted off the network, guys. What happened?
Yeah.
I thought TBS and TNT, because of the Discovery merger, I thought AEW was done for.
Thought they were packing it up, man.
Come on, man. What happened? AEW, man. AEW getting another show on TBS. Let's see. Warner Media recently merged with Discovery in a move that reminded longtime fans of when the AOL Time Warner merger destroyed WCW's hopes of staying on television. The latest development could serve to ease some of those fears. An email survey was sent out to fans who subscribe in Warner Media's Ringleaders email list. In the message, it was announced that AEW has a new show coming to TBS. Fans were asked to choose their favorite out of a list of names. They will give fans a behind-the-scenes look at AEW stars at the promotion's biggest moments. That is fantastic.
That's dope.
The new series sounds like it will be a documentary that tells AEW storylines through the eyes of wrestlers. The full text of emails is included below, courtesy of Fightful. And I quote, this was the email. A new AEW show is coming to TBS. We want to know what you think. We want to know what you think this new show should be named in the survey below. This is your choice. This is your chance to voice your opinion on a key part of the development and marketing process, and we're excited to hear what you have to say. Below is a brief description of the new show. AEW's top performers are unshearing in a new behind-the-scenes wrestling series like no other. Every episode will track our core cast on the road at AEW events as they try to hold on to the titles they have, or win the ones that they've lost. With every with everything culminating at the biggest pay-per-view event of the year, they all hope to walk away champions, and there aren't enough belts for everybody. Heroes will rise, villains will fall, champions will be crowned, and with more access, more star talent, and more drama than ever before, we'll see it through the eyes of the biggest names in the company. As you may know, TV networks often consider different titles for their TV series, but we would like to ask you about a few potential names for the upcoming season and get your opinions on them. AEW, these are the names. AEW, Friends and Enemies. AEW, Fight to the Finish. Alright. AEW, To the Mat. AEW, To the Top.
Road to the top.
AEW, Road to the Belt. Vince McMahon would fucking hate that name. AEW, Breakout. AEW, Grit and Glory. I like that one.
Yeah, let's try.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Breaking Ground, which, is a cool name. AEW, All Access. AEW, The Climb. Okay. Alright. And AEW, O. Yeah, like O Block. Just O.
Just O?
Yeah, literally just AEWO.
Okay, man. Okay, what was that one? I think it was like the second or third one that sounded the most decent.
Fight to the Finish?
I think.
Or was To the Mat? Or To the Top?
I think it was Fight to the Finish, I think. But I don't know, man. None of those really hit.
Yeah.
Especially for some backstage, they come up with something better. Well, they have their format of we're going double or nothing, we're going full gear. I don't think use that type of phrasing for their backstage show. What could they say? As Cody would say, we're leaving it all on the mat.
How about AEW Do the Work?
AEW all on the mat.
Oh my God.
Cody.
AEW All Access, sounds like a behind-the-scenes show. I don't know. So, when they, so what I would like out of a TV show, I would like something sort of like, remember those WWE 24s on the pay-per-views?
Yeah.
I would love something like that, where, after the pay-per-view, so let's say we spend the whole summer, obviously building up to All Out. All Out's done. Now, you're going to have a TV series that runs from the start to All Out, right after Double or Nothing, bring us through the whole summer, and have the culmination of that season end with the ending to All Out. And you can do that for All Out and Double or Nothing, or you could do that for all your pay-per-views, and then just do the same thing for Full Gear. Just build it up, show behind-the-scenes stuff to get to Full Gear, and then have the last episode be Full Gear, and then do the same thing building to Revolution.
You could always have episodes planned every week, and then the next pay-per-view starts, you repeat the cycle. I like that. I like that system.
Yeah. That's what sounds like it makes the most sense to me, man. But AEW, regardless, is getting another show on TBS, man, and it's gonna be heat, man. I'm assuming whatever it's gonna be is going to be better than Roads to the Top, which, as we all know, has been canceled. I'm sure it doesn't take an idiot to figure that one out.
Been canceled hard as hell, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, bro. Speaking of TV shows, Vice TV have took to Twitter to address the rumors of them not renewing Dark Side of the Ring Season 4. They tweeted out, "We've heard some rumors flying around about Season 4 of Dark Side of the Ring. We are committed as ever to both the series and the broader Dark Side franchise. Evan and Jason are hard at work making more content that we know our fans of the series will love. Stay tuned."
Let's go.
It looks like they will be exploring the Dark Side of the Ring for at least one more season, man. So I'm excited to see what Season 4 brings us. Yeah, I'm excited to see what Season 4 brings us. That's a fantastic show. Just
I love it.
absolutely fantastic show. And yeah, man, they're doing their thing, bro. And even if you don't know some of the people that they're making the stories on, it's just so good to hear about these people in the wrestling business and stuff like that, man. It's just, yeah, it's just an awesome show. It really is, man. It really is. It's a fantastic show.
It's always so interesting, no matter who it is, and if you heard of it before, or if you have heard the story and you get details you never knew. It's always amazing.
Hell yeah, bro. It is fantastic, and I'm glad it's going to be sticking around for a Season 4.
Love it.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Guess we can go over this. This is actually kind of an older piece of news. This came out 6 days ago. WWE might have more roster cuts on the way. Specifically, main roster cuts look to be on the way, man. Alright, let's see. The annual talent purge took place a couple of weeks. Oh, wait, never mind. Okay. Some within WWE believe more names are coming. This is via... the hell? Okay, they did not list a source. Jesus. Let me see. Okay, there we go. Okay, here's a better article. Got it. Okay. Dave Meltzer noted on the Wrestling Observer Radio that he has heard that WWE is not done yet with budget cuts. Meltzer said, "There were 10 NXT releases, and there are people in the company who think that's not it. I've heard rumblings about more." Meltzer pointed out how WWE typically likes to make cuts around the time of the investor conference call. He added, "There's definitely people on the main roster that you could see be cut. I guess the idea is to do it before investor calls. I don't know. That seems like the idea."
Well, the investor call happened today, actually.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people were suspecting Thursday for yesterday for more releases, but we haven't got them yet. And I guess we'll have to wait just a little bit longer, man. But as the roster wears thin, and as this company just, that little hype train when Cody came back, how everybody thought that like WWE was on like a fucking business changing run. You are starting to hear a lot of those people talk a lot less, and especially all these idiots biting their words after saying that AEW could not sell out the United Center when they've done it before. Because it's a AEW and New Japan show.
It's such a niche subject.
Exactly. It's such a niche market, right?
Oh, 20,000 niche fans went crazy. We were three of them.
Hell yeah, bro. That don't make no damn sense to me, bro. That don't make
I
no
really
damn
don't.
sense to me. But here we are, man, and WWE may have more releases coming soon, man, and it is a crazy, crazy time, man. It is a crazy time, man. A couple years ago, WWE released absolutely nobody.
Nobody ever.
And now they're making cuts like a fucking barber.
They they even said about those NXT cuts that they're gonna be like biannually or something.
Yep, they
Like every
said if you don't show improvement within 90 days, you're gone. And I
wow.
tweeted this out. I was having a conversation with Durante during Dynamite, and
Mhm.
I tweeted out, like, you know, I love the rise of Wardlow. I love the rise of Wardlow. And he tweeted something at me like, you know, Bruce, you know, how's that for making stars? Or he said something like that. And I tweeted back at him. I said, AEW put 3 years, 3 years, that's a lot of time, 3 years into Wardlow. And same thing with a guy like Hangman as well. But in this particular case, bro, they put 3 years into a guy like Wardlow. For all we know, he could have flopped. He could have fell right on his face, man. But AEW gave him the time to develop. They put all the resources into him, man. They put him with one of their hottest stars in MJF, you know, in that bodyguard role or whatever. But, you know, they put him in that role. And this man shined because he had 3 years of development and fantastic storytelling behind it. And I said, they put 3 years into Wardlow. And they can't even put 90 days into bright guys that could potentially be bright stars. Like, everybody was saying Parker Bordeaux was going to be the next Brock Lesnar. And WWE couldn't even put a year's worth of time into him. I mean, how long was he even with the company? Was it even a year? Maybe a little over.
So. I don't know.
I mean, you can't even... They can't even put... Man, let me see. Let me see when this dude was signed to WWE.
You can't have a 90-day growth period. What growth level? I don't even think they know. But that people can't change like that in 90 days. Like, thing
Dude,
is,
he was signed with WWE on May 8th, 2021. We just hit May. They gave this man 11 months. 11 months.
Half of it wasn't even fucking on TV.
Exactly. And he was just put on TV with NXT 2.0 in, when the hell did that come? September?
November?
October?
Yeah, I think October. Like, bruh. And then you give him a gimmick of a guy that doesn't wrestle. He just beats people up. How do you expect someone to prove with that gimmick? You can't. But, and especially this modern version of PC, no one's learning shit in that bitch, bro. I hate to break it to you. Ain't nobody learning jack shit in that bitch. So, you ain't learning just running around with the PC. You gotta be on TV doing shit. And they aren't. Anytime he was on TV, he was fucking Barney. Michael Myers, fucking bald as hell, didn't speak, wasn't allowed to, had to fucking squash people. It doesn't make sense, bro. It really doesn't. That system, their logic makes no sense, and it doesn't allow for improvement.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Wheeler Yuta had a rise within 90 days, but he was always that good for a while now. You know what I mean? It was just booking wise that elevated Wheeler Yuta and people he was putting around. You know what I mean? But you can't improve in just 90 days, go from someone who hasn't wrestled yet to fucking a Wheeler Yuta. It doesn't work like that. This company, they're so... I don't get it. I don't get how they work.
Yeah, and for somebody, you know, of his size, you know, you're not going to become Walter in 11 months.
No,
you know what I mean? And especially, like you said, when they give the guy a gimmick where he's basically Michael Myers, and all of his matches is just him against jobbers. How is he supposed to get any better? Why don't you put him in the ring with a Walter so Walter can show him a thing or two? You know what I mean? On how to wrestle like a big man, or
however you want him to.
the guy was training with Brock. That's a start. Put him in situations where he has to wrestle. Don't put him in a situation where he's got to trot around in a jumpsuit and slam people's head to the mat for 3 minutes and then pin them, and then that's it. They left the guy with no room whatsoever for improvement here, or development whatsoever.
God, no. And it's such an ass backwards logic, because that type of logic, if you don't improve, you're released. It's kind of an obvious one, but not only is it that bullshit with a 90-day period, but this is WWE. They make you how they make you. What you are is entirely up to them. So if you don't, it's like Subway. If you don't like your Subway sandwich, that's your fucking fault. You're the one that created it. If you don't like the guy, that is your fault. You created what the fuck was his WWE name?
Harlan.
Harlan. You created Harlan. And if you don't like it, it's your fault. It's not his. He still has something behind him. Doesn't make sense, bro. It really is that logic of you creating your own sandwich at Subway and you don't like it. Oh, I don't like lettuce. Why is this on my sandwich? Because you fucking put it on there, you idiot. Doesn't make sense, bro. That is WWE to a T.
Yeah, no, not at all. It doesn't make any sense, and that is a great way of putting it. Yeah, it's just ridiculous, man. More cuts look to be coming, and the part that's most bogus about it, they're cutting these people that don't want to be released, or maybe they do, but for not that we know of, at least. Meanwhile, this leads me into our next story, Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong, bro. Fightful talked about this, or yeah, man. But Roddy, I'll tell you guys the title of it first. Roderick Strong has requested his release from WWE, and it looks like it fell on deaf ears, because according to Fightful, Roderick Strong has asked to be let out of his contract. The report states that he asked for his release multiple times over the last several months. It's worth noting that just because someone asks for their release doesn't mean it will be granted. It was also noted in the report that NXT sources said that a name change was pitched for Strong, and he opposed the idea. Many in the company were surprised that he wasn't included in the latest rounds of releases, since he is asked to be let go multiple times. And with that, before we give our opinion, it looks like Roderick Strong has years left on his WWE contract.
Poor fucking guy, man.
Let's see.
Dude, first of all, I want to know that name change that they were wondering. They're gonna call him fucking. What the fuck are they gonna call him? Something fucking weird. I don't know why their name change is so weird now, but it'll be some weird, man. But, bro.
Tyler Givens.
They would. Playing Riddick Strong or some shit. Roderick is his real name? I'm guessing it is.
That is his real name, Roderick Strong, yeah.
Oh, okay. Damn, that's dope ass name. Oh, yeah, that's why they want it. Oh, yeah, they're gonna make him change it, man. But, man, just let the man go. He's been asking for months. He's clearly unhappy. He fired his wife. All his friends are gone, having the time of their lives in the other company. You know he wants to join them. We all want him to join them. Let the man go, man. And the creative plans reason is so bullshit, bro.
Oh, yeah.
That's so bullshit. I hate when they use that excuse. They literally just fired his group's manager, but they got creative plans for him. Just let the man be free, bruh. Just let him be free. That's fucked, man. I hate those type of situations.
Yeah, yeah, and that was also another thing that was thrown around that they didn't release him because they had creative plans for him.
Okay.
And it looks like they're going to be breaking up Diamond Mine. And they just released Malcolm Bivens. I know they teased it on Tuesday. They teased him fighting with the Creed brothers. So, what's the fucking plan here, man? To embarrass him? That's definitely a way this could be headed.
I think so. I was about to say, if he's arguing the Creed brothers, they're gonna whoop shit out that man and release him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's gonna happen.
Totally.
And I feel bad with the Creed brothers because they're gonna have to do it.
Yeah.
This company just puts people in the worst positions. You either don't get released and you get embarrassed when you finally get it, or they make you embarrass your own coworkers for leaving the company. How does that make the Creed brothers think about this company? Like, damn, this is our, because Roddy's probably great to them. He's probably really trying to teach them and whatnot, and they probably see he's unhappy. They probably want him to go too. And they're told by the company, yes, okay, so we are going to get rid of Roddy, man, but first, you guys are going to completely embarrass him, and then we're going to do it. Imagine how that makes the Creed brothers think about this company. Like, damn, these guys are assholes. Come on, bro. You ain't making a good impression on fans, nor on your new young talent.
Exactly. And to my knowledge, this is their first experience in professional wrestling, and it's probably going like shit.
Exactly. Like, they're probably thinking like, damn, this shit sucks. The rumors I heard about this business is true. These people suck. This place sucks. I'm like, that's probably what they think because of how it's run. It sucks, man. That's not how you should be able to think.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. It's really ridiculous. Well, speaking of NXT, WWE has discussed adding another stand and deliver event for one of the 3 big stadium shows happening this summer. I've heard the preference is UK for Clash at the Castle, but Nashville SummerSlam seems more likely, all to be decided still.
I didn't notice that in SummerSlam, Tennessee.
Tennessee? Yep.
Tennessee? Oh, Lord.
Yep.
Fucking hate that SummerSlam. God damn it.
Yeah. Which is why they gave it that like very country-esque logo.
Oh Lord, kill me, bruh.
Yep.
Oh,
but yeah, man. Yeah, but before we get onto this, bro, release that man. Release Roderick Strong, bro. That is ridiculous. And a guy like Ciampa and Mustafa Ali, why are these new people being cut? But these guys that are generally unhappy and they're generally unhappy and they want to go, let them go. Exactly. It's ridiculous. You're not going to do anything with them. It looks like they're making Tommaso Ciampa mute as it is on Monday Night Raw. So there you fucking have that for a run.
Makes no sense from a business standpoint. You have people that don't want to get paid by you anymore from a business standpoint. In this company that's all about the money, why won't you take that? Because that's really all they care about is money. So why are you being petty?
And Roddy signed his contract with Marina Shafir because it would be easier on them because they got their son and they used to travel around with him, and then they release her and they won't let him go.
That's fucked, man. That's fucked.
Right there. And with them doing that to people, you are closing the door on any possible return with a lot of these guys. You know, it's utterly ridiculous, bro. It is utterly ridiculous, man. But Stand and Deliver coming back. I could really care less, man. I'm not gonna be watching this shit. But
I'm not watching fucking NXT show at fucking 11 in the goddamn morning.
it it looks like NXT Takeover has turned into NXT Stand and Deliver.
That's disgusting. That's a disgrace. That was the whole point of the takeover names. They took over the weekend.
Exactly, bro. Well, now they're standing and delivering on that weekend.
And they're doing neither of those two things.
No,
the fucking title's a lie.
If you ain't Braun Breaker, you ain't fucking having fun in NXT 2.0, man. Oh my god, dude.
Literally, everyone's suffering. If you're not Mandy Rose or Braun Breaker, your life sucks. I'm telling you, bro.
Fucking Tony D'Angelo, even though he's being booked alright, is probably sitting there like, oh my god, man.
What the fuck is going on around here?
Seriously, bro. Seriously. He just ridiculous, man. Just ridiculous, bro. Even a Joe Gacy at this point. Even a Joe Gacy is probably like, yo, I'm a dollar store Bray Wyatt now.
Exactly. You know? Can I be myself? Can I not be the guy that you hated and fired? So you guys can just hate and fire me next? Can I be myself? I'm creative. Hello.
Exactly.
Doesn't make sense, bro. That shit sucks.
Exactly.
I feel bad for everybody in NXT. I really do.
If you ain't Mandy Rose or Braun Breaker, man, like I said, bro,
screwed.
even the likes of Tony D'Angelo. I mean, his booking has just been in nothing feuds, you know?
Yeah, he's just there.
He's just been there. I mean, now it's picked up with Santos Escobar, you know. Maybe he's not as upset as some people, but, I mean, it's still there, bro. Or you can see it coming, man. You can see it coming.
100%.
And even him, too, with knowing that whatever he's playing now in NXT, Vince is going to have a hard time looking at that.
Oh, Mafia gimmick. Oh, we gotta give him a car. We gotta give him some chicks. We gotta give him some fake money. He's gotta walk around with a bag of money like a cartoon. They would, bro. You know they would.
Oh,
he's gotta walk around with a sack of money like he's in a cartoon, or he'll have a fucking squirt gun and shit, a fucking Tommy gun, and they'll just squirt people with it all day. They're gonna do some goofy ass shit with that, man.
Yeah, and that is exactly why I'm freaking out if I'm Tony D'Angelo, because you came up with this good ass gimmick, you came up with this cool gimmick that not a lot of people do, the Italian mobster, and oh god, fucking Vince is just gonna love that. You already know. You already know Vince is gonna love that, man. He's gonna wanna put his fingers all over it. Put his dirty fucking hands all over that gimmick. Speaking of somebody that should be released, Mustafa Ali. Vince McMahon might change his mind about Mustafa Ali's push on Raw. What push are we talking about?
Bro, it's getting buried every week. If that's a push nowadays, oh my god, what is a burial?
Dave Meltzer discussed on the latest Wrestling Observer Radio what this might mean. And he was talking about the handicap match that did not last very long. In fact, it was under 3 minutes. Dave Meltzer discussed in the latest Wrestling Observer what this might mean. Depending on Vince McMahon's perspective, the tepid crowd reactions to Ali might mean a change in his direction is coming. You already know, bro. These WWE fans probably aren't too hip with Mustafa Ali after him requesting to release or to be gone from this company, rather. You know they're not too hip on him, and you can see it.
Literally, bro. Literally. And because WWE fans aren't casual fans, they're just their little diehards that are WWE only, and they don't like Ali anymore. So it's a cycle, man, that's just going to keep continuing.
Yeah. He says, and I quote, "As he was in the ropes, Miz hits the skull-crushing finale and pins him. But I mean, yeah, he was beaten in 2.5 minutes. Like I said, the idea is it took 2 guys to beat him and everything like that. But in this day and age, when you're losing in a quick time like that, and it was 2-on-1, but the odds are this one didn't help him at all. Usually, you get 2 or 3 weeks, he got 1. The fact that the crowd wasn't that with him, if Vince was predisposed in his mind to think this isn't going to work, the lack of crowd reaction would very much tell him that this isn't working. So it's a good thing for Ali if Vince thinks he's got this great idea and thinks it's going to work. Obviously, he'll ignore the crowd reactions. Gotta finish up our story, but at the end of the story, he'll be over." A lot of times, you don't have that mentality. The mentality is, if you got 3 weeks, get over. When you don't, there you are. Mustafa Ali had a great deal of momentum and support after WWE refused to grant him his release. The Free Ali movement saw fans everywhere pushing for Ali. The crowds at Raw have not been as enthusiastic as the WWE Universe can be certain that Mr. McMahon is watching every reaction. So, we all know the WWE formula. Like Meltzer said here, they'll give you 2-3 weeks, and if you can't get over by then you're done. And it looks like they gave this man, Mustafa Ali, one week in a match against The Miz to get over. And I guess that wasn't enough for them. So, there you have it.
That's why you don't agree to return. Because he should have known that this is what's going to happen.
This was exactly what was going to happen. These little WWE hardcore fans, bro, that only see WWE, and that is the only wrestling company that can exist, and that's allowed to exist, and everything in WWE is great, and everything that's outside of WWE is shit. That is how these fans think, bro, and you had to know that that is exactly what they were going to think of you, and you could see it.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, man, but Mustafa Ali, bro, he should have known. He should have known.
I don't know how to get a full accusation.
Wasn't really sure if we should go over this or not, but I guess we'll talk about it, man. Freddie Prinz Jr. planning on starting a new promotion.
I heard about this.
All right, here we go. During the latest edition of Wrestling with Freddie, podcaster, actor, and former WWE writer Freddie Prinz Jr. shared plans to start his own pro wrestling promotion, which he plans to launch within 18 months. He does not expect to have a TV deal upon launch, but confirmed that financing should allow him to run the promotion for at least 3 years. The plan is to film shows from a full-time location in Los Angeles. Men and women will be given equal time, and the storylines will be reality-based. Each episode will be 2 hours in length, and Freddie Prinz plans for it to be a SAG show, a Screen Actors Guild, an American Labor Union. He was recently talking about having he was recently talking about buying this venue. He never got to buy the venue because they were just asking way too much for it. And it was like an old restaurant, and it was a rooftop. And he talked about how he wanted to have like a rooftop wrestling show, and the background would be the skyline of Los Angeles. I thought that sounded fucking sick. But one thing I love about these plans that he has, the more wrestling, the better for the talent. For the talent, bro, because there's only so many people that can go to AEW. There's only so many people that can go to fucking Impact. If you ever want to go there, there's only so many people that can go to ROH, and there's only so many people that can go to CYN. But with this, I like how he has a very realistic mindset on this.
You're just saying TV deal imminent. I'm a damn TV deal.
Exactly. He doesn't expect a TV deal imminent. He doesn't expect that, and he has an idea of what he wants to do, and it almost sounds like a little bit of PWG with the full-time location stuff, which is cool.
I kind of like when a place has kind of I like when the underground places have their own location. It adds a lot of character to it.
Yeah, it does. It really does. It really does. But yeah, man. I mean, it's kind of one of these things where you gotta believe it, or you gotta see it to believe it. But I wish him the best. And it sounds like he has a steady mindset on what he wants to do, and everything like that. And it doesn't sound like a ridiculous thing. Where they're saying that they're this huge promotion with a TV deal imminent, and they're performing in fucking Popeyes. So, I mean,
illegal Taco Bell ads. They actually aren't sponsored by them.
Yeah, man. So he wants to start his own wrestling promotion, and I wish him the best. He seems like he has a good mindset and a good understanding on everything, man. And yeah, I mean, it seems, it looks like this is going to be a union, some union for the wrestlers, which is cool, man. So yeah, it should be interesting to see where this goes, man. And I'm interested in checking it out if it ever does get off the ground, man. So yeah, I wish him the best of luck.
Definitely, man. Definitely looks cool. Sounds pretty legit in terms of caring and wanting to do it. He's a smart guy when it comes to wrestling. He was the one that convinced Vince to put the title on Jeff Hardy. So
is that him?
I trust him. Yep, that's him.
Oh shit, that's what's up.
My
goat, what's up, bro.
Freddie.
Yeah,
the 2000s Scooby-Doo movies. Shit, classic, man.
Yeah, bro. So the fact that once I seen that he was an ex-WWE writer, he knows the cons to the business.
Exactly.
Not the Tony cons, the actual cons. But he knows the negatives to the business, and he's going to try his best to create a good work environment. So if it ever does get off the ground, man, I'm totally interested to see where it's going. I love his vision for the rooftop wrestling venue. I hope he can find somewhere else that he can get a rooftop, because with the background of Los Angeles, bro, that'll go hard, man. That'll go hard,
nuts, bro. That'll be sick as hell, bro. Let's not hope there's terrorist attack during a live show. But overall, bro, that shit sounds dope, man. That shit sounds dope. I really like that, and I hope it works. Hope it works out, man.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. So I wish him the best, man. I wish him the best, and I'm intrigued to see what he's got up his sleeve, man. Speaking about things that we're not really excited for, kind of unwarranted at this point, Ringside News reports that WWE is planning the 2022 WWE Draft. Why? The roster is not going to improve itself anymore.
It's going to get worse.
What are you going to do with a draft that's going to legitimately do to these rosters?
Oh, Braun Breaker goes up to Raw. Like, dude, kill me. When are we gonna get
WWE's 2022 draft is internally set for
Yeah.
September.
Ew.
Looks like we're going to be getting this after Clash at the Castle. I don't know whatever happened to WWE doing it after Mania. It seemed like that made the most sense, and that added a little bit more intrigue for the summer, because usually the summers are dull as fuck. But with
Yep.
the shakeup happening, it made things a little better. Not really, but it made it a little better because you get to see these people on new shows. But
New feuds, but now it's just summer boring as fuck. Even
yeah,
Cody Rhodes ain't doing shit.
no. WWE will confirm the exact dates when it gets closer, but it's possible the date gets delayed. There's no word yet on whether NXT will be a part of the main roster draft. Last year, WWE strictly used Raw and SmackDown talent. Last year, the draft held over the course of 2 dates, just like in previous years. Originally, the first night was supposed to take place on August 30th for Monday Night Raw and September 3rd for SmackDown, but the WWE later moved the dates back to October.
Good
Yeah.
lord.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not excited for WWE draft, bro. There's absolutely nothing you can do at this point that is going to improve the rosters, man. It's just pointless at this point. Just merge the rosters. Just merge the rosters, bro.
Exactly, bro. Draft ain't gonna do nothing. It's gonna make it even more confusing. Just mix the draft at this point, bro. Please.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. AOP. AOP. Akam and Razor. I hated when they called him that, by the way.
Oh, bro.
When they would call Razor. According to a report from Fightful Select, AOP, I was about to say AEW, AOP is set to make their return to the ring. It is reported that Sonny Dahinsa, who was Akam, and Gazim Selmani, who was Razor, are getting back to action after 26 months outside of the squared circle. The Authors of Pain are planning to return to wrestling. It was reported that someone reached out to them and was told by Razor, "I'm not a wrestler anymore." They were thought to be retired, but that might not be the case now. After Fightful Select reported those interactions last year, the two and their former manager Paul Ellering indicated they weren't done yet. But there haven't been any details since then. Promoters that have spoken to about booking them haven't heard back, but Fightful has learned that the two have plans to return to the ring. Very cool, man. Very cool, man. These two were a very enjoyable tag team for what they were. These two, they were a very enjoyable tag team, man, and they were very good big man tag team, man.
And they had a cool look. All was goated with them, bro. And
yes,
the fact that he's even talking about them, how they're not done yet, that means he would still probably be with them. Sounds even better, bro. I would love that. If they show up anywhere, I would love if Paul Ellering is still with them, man. But I hope they come back, man. I would love to see them return to the ring, man. Eventually, one day. I think that would be awesome for AEW, bro. I think it'd be a really cool big man tag team in that company, man. And the matches we could see happen again would be really dope.
absolutely, bro. Those guys with the likes of Samoa Joe would be absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot you could do with those guys, man. But next, speaking of a guy that should definitely be on AEW's radar, Bray Wyatt. Hey, what's up, Geck? How's it going, bro?
Good,
All,
man.
all is good with us, man. All is good with me, rather. But yeah, man. How are you, man?
Hell yeah, man. How are you, bro? Shit's great, man. Shit's great.
Speaking of somebody who should definitely be on AEW's radar and roster, Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt's WWE salary prior to his release revealed. According to Dave Meltzer on the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Bray Wyatt was paid in the range of $4 million a year.
My God.
This made him the third or fourth highest paid talent in the company. This man
What's wrong?
was getting paid that much for WWE to bury him.
Doesn't make sense, bro. I don't know why you pay a man that much and treat him the way you did. Could you just let him be himself? Doesn't make sense,
Exactly.
man. God damn. No wonder he's buying JoJo donkeys. Holy shit. He's got the money to blow. Well, he had the money to blow. I mean, he seems like a responsible guy, so he probably still has money. So good for him, man. He deserves it. He deserves it, man.
He does. He does, absolutely. At the time he left the company, he was believed to be the third or fourth highest paid performer on the roster, with a contract in the $4 million per year range at the time he was cut, and was a major merchandise draw. Well, now you have a rough estimate on what he was most likely asking AEW for.
Yep.
So there you have it, man. There you have it.
Okay.
And he is worth every penny of it. He is worth every penny of it,
100%.
man. Tony Khan's got to realize, man, that, you know, a guy like Bray, that's gonna be quite the bag. But what he will do for your company is so much, man. So much. Like, yes, bro. He will help bring that company to the next level, bro. He really will. He really will, man. Next, AEW are seemingly planning to introduce AEW Trios Championships. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, the belts have already been made, and it's just a matter of when they pull the trigger.
Got pulled pretty fucking soon, man. I don't know what they're waiting for. I get they're waiting for Kenny, man, but come on, man. You know how much it's needed right now?
Well, it was literally the title of Unscripted this week.
Literally. They need that shit now, bruh. So, come on, man. But they're already made. Good for them. Just do it, bruh. Just do it.
Yes. Just pull the trigger on it, bro. Just pull the fucking trigger on it. Make the announcement at Forbidden Door. Have it culminate at All Out. Simple
Easy,
as
bruh.
that.
Easy.
Simple as that. And, you know, I don't really think you have enough trios to do qualifying matches. Put every single fucking trio in AEW you have and have people run the whole tournament, bro.
Yep. Hell yeah, bruh. That shit would be nuts.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I understand you're waiting for Kenny, man, but I don't know what for necessarily.
Exactly.
It's not like you're short on trios. You definitely have a lot of them, and I totally think. I mean, Kenny's gonna make those matches fantastic, but we need to see it, bruh. We need to see it, dude.
We need 'em.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We need those trios titles, bro. No way fans or buts. Speaking of Kenny Omega and Yukes. Yeah, man, absolutely need to hurry it up with the trios titles, man. Those things are more than needed, bro. Yeah, absolutely, man.
Oh yeah.
Sports Gamers Online is reporting that the relationship between AEW Games and Yukes, specifically Kenny Omega, has not been positive, with Omega reportedly finding himself frustrated and hating working with Yukes, with one person claiming that it has sometimes came across as if Yukes was trying to take advantage of Omega's inexperience in this position. There have reportedly been multiple arguments over the game's direction as well as constraints on development. The game has reportedly had several budget issues that have had a number of features as of the game being less than originally planned or cut altogether. The constraints have led to the roster size of 50 wrestlers. Damn, that's it.
Yeah, that's the confirmed size. Or I don't know, it's 100% confirmed, but it's the size of a base game.
Which is less than originally planned, but AEW does not want to increase the size via DLC post-launch, as this game is not being made for a yearly release. However, before committing to a fully fledged DLC plan, Yukes is planning for a long-term agreement for future game development, which isn't something that AEW is ready to commit to due to how things have gone in development. There are both parties that believe this may be a one-and-done agreement between AEW and Yukes, with one saying, "It can be repaired, but it comes down to desire. If either side does not want to continue, then AEW will look for a new partner. Yukes will most certainly sign on for it and is even pushing for it, but AEW is nervous about any long-term deal with them after this."
Understandable. I mean, they haven't gotten a game yet, but how would they know how good they make their own games?
Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously. And Yuke's making this, you say, stipulation that in order to have any DLC, they have to sign a multi-year deal. Man, I don't like that, bro. I really don't like that.
Yeah,
I don't know if
absolutely.
Yukes is the future for AEW games, but I can't lie.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, especially... And this is definitely where you could tell a lot of the budget comes in, is with Yukes. You can tell Yukes is running the price up on Omega because he's inexperienced. You can tell. You can tell.
Because all that money TK threw at that game and it's under budget. Yukes is taking advantage of the company. They definitely are.
Yeah, and the fact that it only has 50 wrestlers on the game is Yukes short-handing the fuck out of them.
Oh, yeah.
You know how many people we're not going to see in that video game, dude?
So fucking many.
You won't have room for them, and it sucks.
No.
It sucks, man. It doesn't make any sense, bro. It really doesn't make any sense. I wish that Yukes would have went about this a better way, bro, because this is not the way to go about it.
No, not at all. That ain't right. That's some corporate ass shit. That shit don't apply.
Yeah, that's not good at all, man. That's not good at all. So I don't know, man. They're making me a little nervous about this game, bro. They're making me a little nervous about this game. Speaking of the game, we actually have these pictures to show you guys. The console sneak peek gave us very underwhelming photos and video clips, if you will, of Statlander and Nyla Rose. Either one minute clips of each of them. As you can see in the top left, it's Chris Statlander, and in the top right, it's Nyla Rose. That's their models. And in the bottom two images are just still images of them fighting. So that's it looks like that's where the hard cam's going to be. You can see Aubrey Edwards in the background. She's obviously confirmed for the game. And yeah, man, the entrances and everything look pretty good. I don't mind the look of the game personally.
No.
The gameplay looked okay. It looked all right. I mean, obviously, watching gameplay is different from playing it. So, you know, the only way we'll find that out is if we play it. So, there's that. But, yeah, man, just some still images here of these women fighting. and stuff like that in their entrances. So that was the look. A little bit underwhelming. I mean, just 2 clips of. They said it was a console sneak peek, and it was just 2-minute clips total, 1 minute of each, and just like 15-second clips of entrances and a move from each of them. So it is what it is, man. But I don't know, man. Yukes. I don't know why they're doing this, man. But they doesn't. It really is, man. It really is. It really is. I really hope this game does not turn out like shit.
I really hope not.
Yeah, man. Do you have anything else to say on that?
Yeah, I just really hope it doesn't turn out bad, because if it does, the community is going to put it all on AEW. When it's obvious that it's Yukes. That's the one that's doing the fishy shit.
Exactly, bro. And as for our last piece of news, man, before we get on to these damn predictions, Candace LeRae's WWE contract has expired. Let's fucking go.
Thank God, man.
With a lot of fans assuming that Candace LeRae and Johnny Gargano are going to be the Jokers in the Owen Hart Cup. Personally, for the women, I totally see that being Athena, especially after that podcast she did with Van Vliet.
That is true.
And Candace, guys, you got to understand, Candace is 3 months, post having a baby. I don't know if she's ready yet,
Exactly.
Yeah, it might be
physically wants to completely get back in shape and then just enjoy her time with her child. So I don't know if we Candace yet.
No, I don't know about that one. Man. But wishful thinking, I guess. Yes, Candace LeRae's WWE contract has expired. LeRae was moved to the alumni section of WWE.com this morning. Fightful Select have confirmed with WWE sources that she is a free agent. Her deal was expected to be up in the spring, but it was unknown whether WWE would add time to her deal because she missed several months due to her pregnancy. I'm so glad she made it out safe.
That's what I was thinking. I'm so shocked they didn't add time to it.
Me too. Fightful noted that they heard a few weeks ago there were not any talks of a contract extension. One WWE source stated that if they had their way, the decision would be to freeze the contract during maternity leave. If WWE had their way, the decision would be to freeze the contract during maternity leave would be in her court. So it seems like they left it up to her. And obviously,
I don't know why you would agree to that. So
let me see if her real name is Candace LeRae.
I think her real name's Candace at least.
Yeah, Candace LeRae Gargano.
I'm dead. Fucking A.
That is her real name, so Candace LeRae Dawson is her maiden name, but Candace LeRae is her first and middle name. So you know that WWE was not having any part of her keeping that name.
Good, so,
I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, Candace LeRae is now a free agent, and I do think she will end up wherever Johnny ends up. And where Johnny ends up, I think we all know where Johnny Gargano is going, man. And I do think if Johnny Gargano, I know he's a Marvel guy, but if Johnny Gargano is the Joker, he needs to come out with a Joker attire. That would go so crazy, bro.
Can we stick with what Barry Keoghan was wearing, that jumpsuit for Arkham Asylum, have something like that? That shit would go crazy.
That would go crazy. That would go crazy, man. But yeah, man. Yeah. Johnny Gargano, I'm sure wherever Johnny Gargano goes, Candace will follow, and I think we all have a pretty good idea on where Johnny Gargano will end up, man. It could be soon.
Especially the fact that the Elite are her friends, so where else would she go, man?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, man. So wherever Candace does end up, she will be just fine, man. She will be just fine. But on to these damn Backlash predictions.
Oh Lord, how many matches?
There are 6 matches on the card. And
Dude,
none of this
I
looks exciting at all.
I haven't named the main event. That's the only one I know. Oh, Lord,
First, Bobby Lashley versus Omas. I'm gonna go ahead and predict Omo with a. I'm gonna go ahead and predict Omo with a
victory.
MVP distraction victory thing. So
definitely, man, definitely. Bobby got the first win. It's WWE. Omas is gonna get the second win, and I hope Bobby would get the third one, win the feud, but probably not, man. But it's definitely gonna be Omo, the one that wins.
Yeah, for sure. Next, Happy Corbin versus Madcap Moss. I'm going to predict Madcap Moss, and I have no idea why I'm predicting Madcap Moss, but I'm going to predict Madcap Moss.
I don't know. I'm just go with Corbin. Don't know why I'm picking Corbin. I know his name. Baron Corbin.
Next, AJ Styles versus Edge with Damien Priest banned from ringside. I think that could only mean one thing, man. We might see the emergence of another member to Judgment Day.
Yeah, Damien Priest is banned, but Ciampa is not banned. Just Ciampa.
Yeah, or Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley too. As to either one will probably distract him again, and so he'll lose.
Mm-hmm. So I'm predicting AJ Styles to lose again in this match here with Edge.
Same Durante. I totally forgot there was a pay-per-view this Sunday.
Yeah.
Shit.
Seriously, bro. Seriously, man. Doesn't make any sense, man. Doesn't make any sense.
It really does not.
Next, Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey in an I Quit match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I'm going to go ahead and say Ronda Rousey. I'm going to go ahead and say Ronda Rousey takes the W here. And, furthering Charlotte's case to wanting to join Poppy in AEW.
Charlotte. Oh, Lord. Yeah, it's definitely going to be Ronda. Charlotte's going to have to say, I quit. The commentary's going to fucking never shut up about it. That's what's going to happen. The Queen says she quit. Queens don't do that. Oh, Lord. Byron's going to fucking have a heart attack.
Yep. Yeah. Next, Rollins Rhodes 2. Cody's hyping this shit up like it's the biggest match of the century. We're getting Rollins, bro. What is this shit, bro? Rollins Rhodes 2 in a singles match. They should put on another banger. Man. Yeah, and I hope they do. This looks to be the best thing on the card. Well, other than AJ and Edge, this looks to be possibly one of the best things on the card. So we're getting another Rollins and Rhodes match, and I know it's going to be great, man. 2 great performers. Damn, I'm going to predict...
It's definitely going to be Seth, man.
Yeah, I'm going to predict Seth. That's what I'm thinking, man. That's where my head's at. I'm predicting Seth, and Cody is going to take his first loss in WWE. What do you know, man?
and just walk away and just be on a Raw the next night. Fucking Cody. I'm dead. Apparently on Rampage, because it happened early. Fucking Scorpio Sky. So the TNT Championship is done being passed around like Tay-Conti backstage.
Damn. Oh yeah, Rampage is on now.
Yeah, it started at like 5:30 or some shit.
Yeah, that special start time.
I'm dead, but yeah, bro, it's definitely gonna be Seth.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. And in the main event, Drew McIntyre and RK Bro versus the Bloodline.
Oh, I wonder who's gonna win. I feel like there's a chance the Bloodline could lose, and it's not a one-on-one for Roman.
They might want to pin Jay, or Jimmy, so they can give Drew McIntyre a title match.
That's true.
So that's honestly where my head's at the moment. I think they're gonna do something like that. So I'm gonna predict Drew McIntyre and RK Bro, but Roman Reigns does not take the pin, obviously. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna predict.
Same, bro. Same. Whether it's one of the Usos or Roman getting the pin, I think that's their way of having. That's the only way that Roman's gonna kind of lose in any capacity if it's not him. But that's what's gonna happen, man. I definitely agree, man. And as long as they ban that godforsaken sword from Ringside, I'm cool with it. That is a fucking weapon.
Bro's gonna fucking kill somebody someday.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. There's a law on that shit. You can't blade over like fucking 4 inches, bro. That's all ass fucking sword. His ass should be locked up walking that bitch in that arena. That shit's a crime. But it's definitely it's gonna be RK Bro and McIntyre.
Yeah. The moral of the story here, man, is we're a couple days away from WrestleMania Backlash, and
who knows?
Double or Nothing can't come soon enough.
Exactly,
Please,
bro.
hurry up. I miss being excited for a pay-per-view. Like, even when we do the predictions for AEW, man, it's just exciting predicting.
Exactly. But with this, it's just this match. I'll say this person. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
They should at least somewhat interesting.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, and that's everything we got for the day, man. Once again, I apologize for the audio bug that we had.
Fucking audio.
No worries, man. No worries. It happens. It's kind of just comes with having a new PC, I guess. But with that, that is gonna do it, man. Yeah, man. That is gonna do it for this edition of the Notorious podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, once again, if you guys did not get the merch, you can now find that on bonfire.com, man. On the left, the regular design, the base logo, and on the right, the Riddler inspired, the best kept secret to the IWC, man. Like I said, link is in the description of this video, and link is on my link tree on all my social medias, which you can find my handle right here below me. And with that, man, thank you guys for sticking with us through the little audio problem that we had in the beginning of the show. But thank you guys for sticking with us, man. That's why we love you guys, man. And do not forget, you can catch us at Forbidden Door in about 51 days, man. So, yeah, if you guys are going, man, do not hesitate to stop by and say what's up, man. But with that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious podcast. This has been episode 108, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, always a pleasure. Always a pleasure hanging out with you guys. From Johnny Mayhem.
And Sergey.
And that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys on Monday with Notorious Unscripted. We'll see you guys Monday.
Peace.